today's fast-paced security world, situations can evolve very quickly. It's imperative that our searching techniques be done thoroughly and consistently every time. In everything we do as professionals, the basics are the foundation of all training. As the vehicle approaches your checkpoint, the officer should already be observing the vehicle for any indicators of a possible vehicle bomb or any signs of a possible attack. When the driver gets into clear view, the officer should focus on the driver's hands first for any indicators of switches or weapons, then observe the driver for indicators of unusual behavior. The greeting officer should be on the driver's side of the vehicle. As the vehicle approaches, the officer will be looking at the driver's hands for any indicators of a possible attack. Once the vehicle stops, the greeting officer will make contact with the driver and look for any signs of any unusual behavior and then greet the driver with verbiage. After the greeting and the officer is confident to continue, slowly crack the door and look for any explosive indicators, then look at all areas that the driver can reach inside the vehicle. After the driver area is clear, the greeting officer will move back to the passenger door and open with the same caution. If there's a passenger in the back seat, the greeting officer will observe that person for suspicious behavior and look in the reaching area of the passenger. If the back seat is empty, the officer will look under the front seat, floor, and back seat area for any suspicious item. Once the back seat area is clear, the greeting officer will move back to the staging area and wait for the next vehicle. The mirror officer should start at the rear of the vehicle at the gas tank and work his way clockwise around the vehicle. When checking the wheel well area of the vehicle, the officer must physically bend down and look into the wheel well and not use the mirror to check this area. All four wheels are to be inspected. When checking the underside of the vehicle, be sure to place the mirror in a position so you can see the frame. The flashlight is to be used in conjunction with the mirror to illuminate the underside of the vehicle both in night and in daytime operations. At the front of the vehicle, the mirror should be in a position to see if anything has been attached to the front bumper of the vehicle. The mirror officer should end up where he started at the gas tank area when the inspection is complete. The officer should not be in continuous motion. This should be done as a spot checking technique. The passenger side officer will carefully crack the door, looking for indicators of any explosives. Once the door is clear, the officer will look under the seat, the glove box, and areas the driver can reach. Once the front seat area is clear, the officer will move to the back seat area and look under the seat, on the seat, and the back window area. When the passenger side officer has completed the search, he will move back to the starting position. The hood officer will be at the front of the vehicle. Once the vehicle is stopped, the officer will crack the hood and look for any indicators of a possible explosive device. Once the hood is open, the officer will look at the battery for any extra wires that may have been connected and also to look at the firewall to see if any additional wires have been added. The hood officer will then carefully close the hood and move back to the starting position for the next vehicle. The canine officer will start at the back of the vehicle at the gas tank and work his way counterclockwise. The canine handler will control the dog and inspect multiple areas of the vehicle to include the gas tank area, wheel wells, back seat area, and front bumper area. Once the canine officer is finished, he should be at the same spot he started the search and reposition himself for the next vehicle. When the guest enters the checkpoint, the greeting officer will give a greeting.
Selamat pagi Bapak, selamat datang di Bandara Jaya Barat Jakarta. Bisa dikeluarkan handphone kunci dalam kantong.
The greeting will be done before the guest enters the walk-through metal detector. The handheld metal detector officer will conduct a secondary search if the walk-through metal detector alarms and give instruction to the guest if the detector alarms. The officer will position himself to the side of the walk-through metal detector and watch the position lights for the area that alarms on the guest. Starting from behind the guest, the officer will search the back area of the guest, then move to the side to search the front of the guest.